Very good point. All right. Hey, for those of you that are joining us, we're not going to make this super interactive with the attendees as much, but we are going to hang out a lot of the committee members in the main track after this presentation. So you're welcome to hang out there. We'll do a Q&A, but in order to make sure that this was as stable as possible, we decided to do this via other technology to make sure that we could go through our closing ceremonies. I don't have a bunch of slides or anything else. We're going to do this just old school style and just say, hey, welcome to closing ceremonies for SAINTCON. And here you are, and here we are. As I kind of mentioned in my opening remarks, it was a really interesting year to plan for SAINTCON, and there was a lot of disappointment in our committee, not for our committee, in our committee's hearts when we had to cancel an in-person event and around the July timeframe when we made that decision. And so we're glad that we were able to pull even a virtual event like this together. And as you've kind of noticed, this has been a lot more about just a community hangout and having some fun and doing some interesting things. It's not been, as I mentioned, a way to try and replicate something that we do in person, because I don't think that that's what SAINTCON really is ever intended to be, is something that's virtual. And so anyways, maybe to kick us off on this path of closing this out, maybe I'll just say we want to thank everybody, all of our attendees, for participating in the conference in whatever way that you participated. Many of you played the Hackers Challenge game. We're really excited for that game this year, and I'll probably use that as our transition to invite Josh Galvez, our game master, goes by Zevlag in Discord, to reveal to us the winners of the Hackers Challenge game and maybe talk to us a little bit about the game itself. And it looks like he's actually currently driving in a vehicle, so here's hope that the connection stays stable. So Josh, come right ahead, my friend.
Thanks, Jupiter. And this year's Hackers Challenge was awesome. We had awesome participation, huge number of players, and a huge number of puzzles. I think this is our record number of puzzles on the board, well over 93 of them. I think we have got 98. This year we are awarding prizes to the top 10, so congratulations. And please reach out to me on Discord, and we'll get details and get it mailed to you. So, competition was fierce. The top 3 battled back and forth for the last several days. Some new players that we have never seen before or hadn't sat at the top of the board recently. So we're excited for that. Starting off, let's start at number 5. We had K-Fuse. Came in at around 25,000 points. Then we had Ceradon right above at around 26 and in 4th place. For 3rd place, we had a Truce at 27,137. For 2nd place, we had Santiago at 27,844. And in 1st place this year, we'd like to congratulate and award a black badge to Bash Ninja at 27,866. A mere 22 points difference between our 1st and 2nd place contestants. Wow, that was close. That difference came down to one of them used hints and one of them did not use any hints. So congratulations on both of you on blacking out the board.
Wow! So that they finished the entire challenge, or the entire Hackers Challenge game, and got every single challenge, and it came down to somebody used a hint.
Yep.
Wow. Well, that's okay. There's no problem with using hints. It just might cost you the 20 points in the end. That is crazy.
I'm posting the scoreboard to the Hackers Challenge Discord channel, and then we'll reopen the game board so everybody can see it.
Okay, so
we've got some awesome prizes pending. Black badge for our 1st place, a Sparrow's Vault challenge, a Wi-Fi pineapple, and then some cash prizes for all the runner-ups, and some soldering stations and a couple other nifty prizes. So I think you'll enjoy it. So please make sure to DM me and confirm that your address is what you registered for SAINTCON with, so we can get stuff mailed.
Yep. And if it's not the same, please let us know because we're going to be sending this stuff to you. So anyways. All right. Josh, it was a stellar year for Hackers Challenge this year. We want to appreciate you for putting it all together again and pulling it off in stellar fashion. You always do an amazing job and have been doing it for quite some time. Maybe I'll just do this a real quick interview and just say, how's 2021 looking for you?
I'm way excited for 2021. I would like to move forward to continue to host Hackers Challenge next year, but I need staff and I need help. So if you feel like you've got what it takes to help build an awesome Hackers Challenge game, please make sure that you respond to the survey with that information because I want to make next year different. I've got some ideas and I want to get them implemented.
Yeah.
Josh, you forgot to mention the most important prize of all for the Black Badge winner is your chief helper for Hackers Challenge. Good job, Bash.
Yeah, now there's not going to be any conflict or desire to have to win it again. Bash Ninja can go ahead and help Zevlag on this one. So anyways, you do an amazing job every single year. We appreciate what you do, and congrats on knocking that one out of the park again. So that's great.
Thank you. And I just got to say thanks to everybody that helped contribute puzzles this year. I'll name a few names, but I'll probably forget a bunch. So Zodiac, Jupiter, Tristan, Complicated Mike, Grey Ronin. I appreciate everything you guys contributed to help make it happen.
Yeah. Fresh blood always makes the challenges interesting. So, well, that's great. All right. So the only other person that the entire committee, as you're seeing them on the screen, Comp will throw them up there as kind of a grid view. And there's actually even more than this. This isn't everybody, but this is the group of people that get together and do all of the planning and things for this event. And when we switched gears in July and decided, let's just cancel it, but let's not cancel it. Let's kind of create something, and then that thing snowballs and becomes more and more and bigger and more complicated and everything else, and you get what you get in the end. But this is the group that makes it happen, and I'm so appreciative to this entire group and many of the ones that aren't even on this call with us right now that help us out and do that. A couple of the new additions, Bryce, if you'll wave so people can understand who you are. He's the one that got most of those badges and t-shirts and other things shipped out to you within like a day or two of when you ordered them. In most cases, he's done a stellar job on the store. And when he signed up for it, just want to say he signed up for it to be a store at the conference where he just unboxes a few things and takes a little bit of cash and stuff. And he's actually had to turn his house, his garage, and everything else into this large logistics center to handle all this. And so very big kudos for Bryce and taking on such a large first year of running the store. And then the other person I feel like I should at least, well, we need to recognize everybody, but I wanted to mention Mike and the design for the badge this year. And man, just another knock it out of the park kind of thing. The creativity that you have is unmatched. And I just want to make sure that you hear it from me in front of this entire group and all of our attendees that we appreciate so much your involvement in SAINTCON and developing and being creative for us and for our benefit. And I've heard more people getting into the badge and how it's working and stuff this year than I've heard in many years past. And so it's a wonderful thing. Maybe the interview question for you for just take a minute or so. What's 2021 going to look like for the SAINTCON badge? I know that you've already got it planned. I've seen lots of prototypes. Don't reveal too much, but maybe give people a teaser.
I don't know what I can reveal without revealing too much about it.
There'll be a battery.
That's true. There will be a battery and a display of some sort. We're going for very interactive with this badge, which is one of the reasons we skipped it this year, is we're trying to get people talking to each other a lot more and interacting physically. So it should be really good.
So basically what he means by that is if COVID is still a thing a year from now when we have this conference, and somebody brings it to SAINTCON, you're guaranteed to get it because you're going to want to play the badge challenges. And so close interaction will be necessary. I have seen the prototype boards and other things. It is absolutely stellar, and you won't want to miss it next year. And so here's hoping that 2021 turns out to be a year that we can do an in-person conference. Everything seems to point that way. But as I mentioned in my my general chat posting earlier today, we are still going to err on the side of being safe as we get through this coming year and everything else. So stay tuned. We're going to make some announcements in March about the event and when it's going to be and such. We're going to kind of continue our planning, and then we'll do a kind of a go, no go meeting sometime in late June, early July, and make sure that we're still good to go. And that's when we'll do a final commitment for an in-person event. But again, here's hoping that we can do that, because, man, we've missed a lot of you guys. And that being said, you know, we've loved the opportunity to interact today. I've heard a lot of voices and interacted with a lot of folks that I haven't seen or heard from for months and months. And so, man, if there's anything that I can say is this community is awesome. We've had a wonderful opportunity to hang out and have a good time, play some Among Us, and look at each other's workspaces and just in general have a lot of fun. And that's really what this event was for. And hopefully it became something that's not the new normal for you. It wasn't your average normal online event, and that you actually got to do something. And what I would also recommend is continue that spirit of SAINTCON for a little while. It'll be helpful. Go find some project that you've always wanted to work on and work on it. Do it. Build something. That Look What I Did channel is not going to leave our Discord instance. It's going to be there forever, and it's going to be a place for you to post that progress and the things that you're doing throughout the year, months, weeks, days, whatever it is that you're going to be doing. And I highly encourage you to do that. So,
Hey, Troy, can I jump in right here?
Yeah, please.
So I've got to say, like, hearing you talk about that, being over communities, I was pretty down when we said we're doing virtual. I'm like, I'm out. There's nothing I can do. It's useless. Like, if we're not meeting in person, what can we do? And I have been giddy watching people collaborate and jump into rooms and say, hey, come watch this. I'm going to show people how to do this. And some of it was Hackers Challenge, and a lot of it was just people that wanted to go hang out. I can't tell you how many rooms I jumped into, and somebody I hadn't seen in 2 years was in there. And before 30 seconds was up, there was 5 more people in there. We were chatting. And so I just want to say thanks to everybody in the community for going out of your way and making it a real community event, putting in the time and effort and energy to connect with people, even though we can't be there together. And this is why the con is awesome, is because everyone is willing to do the work and do what they need to come together and build friendships and meet new people, help people they haven't seen. Watching the Hackers Challenge channel, where Bash Ninja walked everybody through all the challenges for the last 2 hours, was awesome. Like, I just love the community. I was down saying community was going to suck for Virtual Con, and you guys blew me away. And this community was as good as ever, if not better. So like you said, keep it going. Let's not end now.
Yeah, for sure. Couldn't have said it better. All right, and then, you know, so many other folks, as again you're seeing on the screen, that are involved in this. I'm just going to pause right here and see if there's anybody that has anything in particular that they wanted to say, mention, or make sure gets included in this process today.
So, Troy, speaking of keeping it going, how long are we going to keep the store going?
Oh, that's a really good question. I would say get your merchandise, get your merch taken care of fairly quickly, because anything that's left over is going to disappear, and it's going to go into the vault for a year, and you won't be able to see it until next year again. And we do that because of tax issues and things. We can't run a forever store. We can only run it in conjunction with our events. And so grab your stuff. We'll leave it up for at least the weekend. And then after that, I think it's appropriate for us to tear it down. So great question. And there's your answer. Through the weekend.
Okay. So there will be some items that ship after the store is closed. So especially the 3XL hoodies. I'm not till January. So, but we'll go ahead and print the models.
I don't know if it's just me or if it's just Bryce, but a lot of that was really rough there for a second. But
Oh, sorry.
no, that's okay. I'll reiterate what you said. It's okay. At this point, what he's saying is that there's a lot of the items that are sold that have delivery dates after the store is going to close. The hoodies in particular, some of the hats, we're waiting on the embroidery and the actual beautiful design of those things. So just be aware that you'll get them, and we'll fulfill those. And if somehow we haven't, reach out to me mid-November, and we'll let you know what the status is on them. So, all right, anybody else from the committee have anything that they need to chime in on?
I just want to say thanks to everyone for making this year a great year in spite of the crazy conditions. It's been amazing to get together with you in all the different methods.
All right, well said.
I'll just echo that. You know, this has been an incredible year, and it has had all, for me, it's had all the SAINTCON feel. Now I've missed seeing you guys in person, but it's been wonderful. We are going to keep Discord up and running. It will be fully functional throughout the year, just like we did with Slack. So please hang out there, take the time to kind of spend some time together. We'll leave all the channels still open for you guys to have those discussions in, and to enjoy that space. So enjoy it, and thanks for spending time with us this year. It's been wonderful.
Well said.
Hey,
All
Troy,
right,
one
yes.
other thing that I forgot to say before. There's a lot of people that have joined from all over the country that haven't come historically. Next year, please come. We would love to see you in person in Utah. Please come out here when we're in person. If not, we'll do what we can to keep you included in Discord, but we've made a lot of new friendships all over the country, and let's keep them going more than just this week.
Yeah, for sure. All right, any last comments, words, or otherwise? Okay, well, there's no other pomp and circumstance here. This is just going to be a bare bones closing ceremonies, and so I think we'll call it to a close. Again, one last time, we appreciate you as our community and the attendees and the folks that have been involved in all the various aspects of the conference. Thank you, and thanks for being such an awesome community. Utah and the Intermountain West has the best cybersecurity community out there. It's just bar none. I've never seen a better community than what we've got here. And all of you that are outside of that region, we'll adopt you. You come on in. You can be part of our community as well. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll bring SAINTCON single user mode to a close. We will see you again next year. But at the same time, we'll also see you on Discord and in our community forums and other things. And come join us for our security briefings as well that we do every other week. We'll get some information about those in Discord and things as well. And that's it. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.